Welcome back, listeners. I'm your host, Robin Black, and this is It's All About Healing podcast. Today, I want to talk to the ladies more than anything, but men, you are always welcome to stay. I'll be discussing why some relationships fail before they even start, why you should stop searching for what a man wants in a woman and ask yourself, what is it that you want in a man? And how to stop feeling the need to always give that infamous speech about how people should treat you and what it is that you will no longer tolerate. So, today's episode, own it. We must learn to own and accept our own flaws because it's the only way for us to truly heal. Lately, I've been noticing different platforms where they have videos or sometimes even webinars stating what men want in a woman, what they're looking for, what they're thinking. And don't get me wrong, that's fine to wonder about these things. But why is that your main focus? Your main focus should be what you want. That way your relationship isn't bound to fail from the start because you're only focusing on what this man wants and you're not focusing on what you want. So the more you keep trying to become what all these different platforms are telling you to be, you end up losing yourself. Once you lose that authenticity, it's going to speak volumes. It's going to speak volumes like, I don't know who I am. I'm just out here trying to be someone that I'm not. And when you constantly pretend to try to be something that you're not, you're going to end up in depression, right? Depression is deep rest from trying to be something that you're not. Your body gets tired of trying to keep doing that on a daily basis. And then you're going from one platform to the next platform. What does this video say? What is this guy saying? What is this guy saying that I should do or how I should be, how I should act? What is my vibe supposed to be? You have to be your true authentic self, because when you keep looking for what someone else wants, you lose more and more of who you truly are. So if and when this is your main focus, you have to ask yourself, what do you want? What are you looking for in a man? And do you have what it is that you're wanting to get in return? Are you going to give that as well? Do you have the all the qualities that you're wanting? Do you have those same qualities? And if you're in a position where you're asking a man, well, what are you looking for? What qualities are you looking for in a woman? And those are normal questions, but once he answers those, and if you don't have those qualities, then okay, well, this isn't really for me. You have those boundaries, and you aren't flexible in your boundaries. You just say, okay, well, these are the qualities that you're looking for, and I'm just letting you know now, I don't have those. And then you kind of let him decide, or you decide. You have to decide what it is that you want first before you just start looking to see what it is that he wants. It's about the manifestation and the law of attraction. You manifest what you are. So you'll attract the very thing or the very person that you don't want, because when you're doing this, you're bracing yourself, or you're holding on to hope at the same time, and they cancel each other out. That's why I say to own it. We all have been there. We all have felt the need one time or another to tell people, hey, this is what I won't tolerate. I've been hurt before. I'm an independent woman. I've been through this, and this is what I'm no longer going to deal with. Right? But that's a big turnoff. But when you feel the need to do that, you're speaking from brokenness. You are comparing any new man that you would like to date, or whoever you're currently dating. You're comparing them to the men in the past that have hurt you before. And then that person, that new man, doesn't get a chance for you to even get to know him. You're denying before you even try him. And if you meet a man that sits there and listens to the speech that you give sometimes, or when, whenever you feel the need to, I can almost guarantee you that he's just as broken or just as hurt as you are, if not more. And then, or you might even attract the man that'll sit there and listen to it just simply because they want to use and manipulate you. And that is going to lead you right back down that rabbit hole. And it'll be impossible to escape. And you're going to really be deeply, deeply wounded. And it's going to feel like I'm never going to get out of this. I'm always just going to keep attracting the same man, just with a different face. And it's because you haven't changed yourself. You have not healed yourself. Sometimes you may even have the man that tries to make you feel like you're just crazy. It's just you. You're the problem. And it's not you. You're not a problem. You're not crazy. Don't allow any man or anybody for that matter to tell you it's you and you're just crazy. And then oh, I'm just going to accept the fact that I'm crazy and that something's wrong with me. It's not that you're crazy and it's not that something's wrong. It's that you're speaking from an injured heart. You are deeply wounded. And when you're unhealed, trying to live a life that you are not yet equipped for, it's going to come off like you are severely unstable because you are completely out of alignment, right? You're deeply wounded. Your heart and your mind, everything's just way out of alignment. And when you're working out of alignment, nothing is going to be balanced. So to others, they may see you or, try to see you as, okay, this woman is crazy, but you're not. I promise you, you're not crazy. You're just in a position of trying to accomplish something that you're not ready for. And I know once we see these TV shows and we see these happy couples, if we take Barack and Michelle Obama, for example, that's a beautiful, beautiful, powerful couple. But I'm sure it had to take a lot of work, right? It's going to take work no matter what it is you're working on. Even once you get married, it's still going to require work. But majority of the work it takes is the work on yourself, understanding yourself so you won't feel the need to be understood. You won't feel the need to have to always explain, because when you're doing that, you're really only trying to reassure yourself. That way you feel like I'm not gonna mess up again. I'm not gonna just keep bracing myself for impact when you get ready to leave or when this relationship gets ready to fall apart. I look at it like a puzzle. When we're putting together a puzzle, majority of the time, most people are going to try to put those four corners together. They're going to try to get those corner pieces together. But those four corners also act like a sense of security. It seems like it's going to make it easier, right? And in those four corners, it's kind of like it's keeping you living and thinking inside the box instead of thinking outside the box, because you look for those secure borders and you start operating in fear and self-doubt, all the ego. But when you work on healing your inner self, you start on the inside and work outward on that puzzle. Then you have the faith and trust that are without borders. And that's when you have faith and trust in God, right? Because you're not leaning on your own understanding. You're leaning on Him. And then you can go however high you desire because you know that you're walking with Him and you're allowing Him to lead you into that isolation. You're understanding, okay, I'm going to understand why I'm in isolation, why I have to be alone. I'm going to understand why I feel alone. And I'm going to understand alignment. And I'm actually going to be doing an episode on all of those that gives you a better understanding of loneliness, isolation, and alignment. So definitely stay tuned for that. But take time out of your day and write out a list of things that you want in a man and ask yourself if you truly are in the proper position to obtain a man like that. Can you really obtain it? Once you get this wonderful man, Are you able to maintain whatever it is that you're wanting? You have to be able to meet at the same level. Everyone has to be in alignment. But if you're going out still to this day and you still feel the need to give that speech and tell people who you are, how independent you are, how strong you are, that means that you're not done cooking yet. A lot of times we want to live that microwavable approach through life, but sometimes we have to slow cook in the oven. Most importantly, you have to just know that you are strong, beautiful, and that you are the prize. It's just going to take a little bit more time for you to understand yourself. That way you won't focus on being understood. But that's all I have for you today. So stay tuned for my next episode. I'll be discussing, again, loneliness, isolation, and alignment, and giving you that better understanding. But be sure to like and subscribe if you're on my YouTube channel, hit that notification bell, and follow my podcast so you'll be notified each time I release a new episode. Book your one-on-one coaching session or be a guest on the show. Visit www.it'sallabouthealingpodcast.com or email me if you have any personal questions at it'sallabouthealing17@gmail.com. And everyone stay blessed.